The details.
Well, Greg, police say this is a complex crime scene.
We've baked through another sweltering hot Perth day, and Angela, the summer just won't stop.
It feels that way, doesn't it, Greg? But I can tell you our 8th heat wave since November will end tomorrow, when it'll drop by almost 10 degrees to around 31. And for those of you who are over this heat, the news gets better. Wednesday it'll cool off even more, and by Thursday it'll dip below the 30-degree mark for the first time in 6 days. And Greg, I'll be back with more weather later.
Thanks, Ange. Now the story of a young Perth boy who's proof you're never too young to help someone in need. Ashwin Cresswell, just 9, made international headlines when he wrote a touching letter to a young Japanese boy orphaned in last year's tsunami. A year on, the pair have finally met. Tiffany Werthimer is in Japan.
In Japan, Tiffany Werthimer, 9 News.
After this break on 9 News, Whitney Houston's daughter tells Oprah she's always with me. And how cute is this? The penguins who took a stroll down the aisle mid-flight. Prince Harry has wrapped up his Diamond Jubilee tour with a game of polo in Brazil and reflected on the success of his 2-week trip.
I personally had no idea how much of an influence the Queen has on all these countries, which is, to me, very humbling. And I was quite choked up at times. You know, I've had an amazing time. I've had a gas.
He won the match and a kiss from a Victoria's Secret model. Whitney Houston's daughter has spoken for the first time since the death of the diva last month. She's told Oprah she wants to follow in her mother's footsteps as a singer and to preserve her legacy in the face of what she calls all that negativity. To the CMC Markets Finance Report, and the Australian share market finished marginally weaker today, held back by the public holiday in Victoria. Investors sat on their hands ahead of a raft of US economic data later in the week. The All Ordinaries lost just over 12 points. Our dollar is down against the greenback and the gold price is up slightly. Tomorrow's average price for unleaded petrol in Perth is $1.43.6. And how's this for some in-flight entertainment? A pair of penguins waddling down the aisle of a plane. From SeaWorld, they were headed to the New York premiere of Frozen Planet and needed to stretch their little legs, much to the delight of passengers and crew. And they said penguins couldn't fly. Sport is next with Mark Reddings, and Mark, grand final preparations begin for the Eagles.
Yes, Greg, but the skipper says he'd rather win in round 1. Details shortly. Plus, Nat Fyfe ready to shoulder more responsibility in 2012. Also, Sally Pearson's next step towards London.